person I was before the assault, the person who was confident and carefree and full of hope, she is gone. She disappeared the moment he put his hands on me. And I don't know if I can ever get her back. I don't know if I can ever be that person again, and that loss, that grief for the person I used to be, is almost as devastating as the assault itself, because I loved who I was, I loved my trust in the world, I loved my belief that people were basically good, that I was safe, that nothing like this could ever happen to me, and now that innocence is gone, it has been ripped away from me, and I am left with this broken, frightened, hollow version of myself, and I don't know how to put the pieces back together. I don't know if they can be put back together. I don't know if I will ever feel whole again. I have been thinking about the things I am supposed to do, the things that everyone tells you to do after an assault, and I have not done most of them, because I have not reported it to the police, I have not gone to the hospital, I have not told my parents or my friends or anyone who could actually help me, because I am too scared, too ashamed, too confused, and I know that is irrational. I know that I have nothing to be ashamed of. I know that the only person who should feel shame is the one who assaulted me, but knowing that and feeling it are two very different things, and I cannot shake this overwhelming sense of guilt, this voice in my head that tells me I should have done something differently, I should have fought harder, I should have screamed louder, I should have seen it coming, I should have known better, and I know that is the trauma talking, I know that is the self-blame that so many survivors experience, but knowing that does not make the voice go away, it does not stop the relentless self-criticism that is eating me alive, and I am scared that if I tell someone, if I say the words out loud, if I make it real, I will shatter completely, that I will break into 1,000 pieces and never be able to put myself back together, and so I stay silent, I stay isolated. I stay in my room with my panic and my nausea and my sleeplessness, and I am slowly falling apart, and I don't know how much longer I can hold on. The physical symptoms have been particularly alarming, because I cannot remember the last time I felt truly hungry, I cannot remember the last time food didn't make me feel sick, and I know that my body is running on empty. I know that I am probably dehydrated and malnourished and that my immune system is compromised, but I cannot bring myself to care, I cannot bring myself to do anything about it, because the nausea is so overwhelming, so all-encompassing, that the thought of eating feels like an act of violence against myself, and I am trapped in this cycle of not eating and then feeling weaker and more vulnerable and then not eating more, and I'm starting to feel dizzy and faint when I stand up, my hands are shaking, my vision is blurry, and I'm genuinely, seriously concerned that I'm going to collapse, that I'm going to end up in the hospital with dehydration or malnutrition or some other physical consequence of my inability to care for myself, and part of me, the dark part, the part that is still stuck in the trauma, doesn't even care, because part of me feels like I deserve this, like I should be punished, like my body is just another thing that has been violated and ruined, but another part, the part that is still fighting, the part that wants to survive, knows that I cannot let this continue, knows that I have to find a way to take care of myself, to eat something, to sleep something, to do something, anything, to break this cycle, but I don't know where to start. I don't know how to summon the strength, I don't know how to make myself do the things that I know I need to do, and I am so tired, so utterly, completely, bone-deep tired, that I just want to give up, I just want to stop fighting, I just want to let the exhaustion take me and never wake up, but I can't give up, because that would mean he won, that would mean he took everything from me, and I refuse to let him have that. I refuse to let him destroy me completely. But I don't know how to fight, I don't know how to keep going, I don't know how to find the strength to survive this, and I am reaching out, here, in the only way I know how, hoping that someone will hear me, hoping that someone will tell me what to do, hoping that someone will give me permission to ask for help, because I am drowning, and I don't know how to save myself. The most terrifying part of all of this is the feeling that I am losing my mind, that I am not in control of my own thoughts and emotions, because the panic attacks come out of nowhere, unprovoked, overwhelming, and I find myself sobbing on the floor, unable to breathe, unable to think, unable to do anything except wait for the terror to pass, and the flashbacks, the intrusive images that pop into my head at the most random moments. A sudden noise, a certain smell, a random thought, and suddenly I am back there, I am back in that room, and I can feel him, and I cannot escape, and I am so afraid that I will never feel safe again, that I will never be able to be intimate with anyone again, that I will never be able to trust the world again, and that fear, that profound, soul-deep fear, is paralyzing me, is keeping me trapped in my room, is making me push away the people who love me, because I cannot bear the thought of them seeing me like this, broken and weak and pathetic, and I am so alone, so desperately, unbearably alone, because even though there are people in my life who would support me, who would hold me, who would tell me that everything is going to be okay, I cannot bring myself to reach out, I cannot bring myself to say the words, I cannot bring myself to make myself that vulnerable, and so I suffer in silence, I suffer in isolation, I suffer in a way that I would never wish on anyone, and I don't know how much longer I can do it, I don't know how much longer I can pretend that I'm okay, that I'm coping, that I'm going to survive this, because the truth is, I'm not okay, I'm not coping, and I'm not sure I can survive this, and I need to know if what I'm feeling is normal, if this is just the natural course of trauma, if I just have to ride it out, if eventually, somehow, the panic will subside, the nausea will fade, the nightmares will stop, and I will be able to sleep and eat and live again. Or if this is something more, something that requires intervention, something that I cannot handle on my own, because I have always been strong, I have always been independent, I have always been able to handle anything that life threw at me. But this is breaking me, this is destroying me, this is revealing all the cracks in my armor. And I am terrified that I am not strong enough to survive it. I am terrified that this is going to consume me, that I am going to become just another statistic, another survivor who didn't make it, and I don't want that. I don't want to be a statistic, I want to be a success story. I want to be the person who went through something horrible and came out the other side stronger. But right now, in this moment, in this darkness, I cannot see the other side, I cannot see any light. I cannot see anything except the pain, and I don't know how to find my way out. I don't know how to find the strength to keep fighting, but I'm still here, I'm still breathing, I'm still reaching out, and maybe that is enough, maybe that is the first step, maybe that is the start of the journey back to myself, and I have to believe that, I have to cling to that, because if I don't, I have nothing, and I cannot face the world with nothing, I cannot face the future with nothing. I need to believe that there is hope, that there is healing, that there is a way through this. And so I am asking, begging, pleading for someone to tell me that this will get better, that I will get better, that I will not be broken forever, and I will hold on to those words, whatever they are, and I will use them to keep myself going, 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time, until I can finally find my way back to myself.